day, ladies and gentlemen. It's Cozy Chords again. I believe we went through the last tutorial, and I believe it was helpful. So well, today, without wasting much time, I'll be showing you how we're explaining the secular fifth and fourth as it was written in the PDF format you actually have right now, as I promised you. So I won't be taking much of your time. So like I stated in the material or in the tutorial session, I gave you a formula for how to actually get the secular fifth or obtain the secular fifth, and also the formula for the secular fourth as well. So for the secular fifth, I said count 5 steps away from the key that you're in. That's how you're going to get the next key to practice on. And then from which is a clockwise movement, and then for the anti-clockwise movement, which has to do with the secular fourth, count 5 steps away from the scale degree where you are. Now this scale degree, this particular key we're talking about, is the key of C, because the key of C is the first key. If you take a close look at the secular fourth and the secular fifth, find out that C is right in the middle, and so we're taking C like 12 o'clock. That's why I said. So here on the key of C, here's the key of C. I believe you can see this on the key of C. Now, like I said, to find the next key to practice on, now we understand I already spelled out the scale degree of the key of C. So that's the key of C. Basically, it has no sharps. Okay, remember, when you're moving in ascending order, it's called sharps. When you're moving in descending order, it's called flats. Okay, so now the key of C has no sharps, as we can see. This is the key of C, the scale degree of the key of C. This is everything spelled out. Now it has no sharps, but white keys. So sharps are like black keys. So when you're counting backwards, you can say flats, but it depends on how you're approaching the music anyway. So now from here, the key of C, I already spelled out the scale degree. Using the secular fifth, let's move forward. 5 steps away from the key of C is G. So how do we know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. The key of G. The key of G. Now, what's the scale degree of the key of G? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. Very simple. I'm trying to place my hands so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So okay, so that's the scale degree of the key of G. Playing it a whole octave right now. So if you notice, you find out, just like I wrote out there in your outline or manual that you have, you find out that the key of G has 1 sharp. See, that's how you know how many sharps and how many flats a particular key has. So the key of G has 1 sharp, and that sharp is what? That sharp is, yes, F sharp, or yes, you say sharps now. That sharp is actually F sharp. So now from G, you count 5 steps away, that's D. Next one brings you to D. So from D has how many sharps? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe we can see that. So now on the key of D, the key of D has 1, 2 sharps. So you should know from now that this thing is actually moving in a pattern. I don't know if you see a pattern here. C had no sharp. C had 0 sharps. G has 1 sharp. D has 2 sharps. So what does that mean? It means the next key, which is A, would have 3 sharps. So if A has 3 sharps, E would have 4 sharps. If E has 4 sharps, B will have 5 sharps. And so on and so forth. It's very simple. It's not rocket science. So if we go to A, the scale says go, or the circle says go from D to A, which is 5 steps away from D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A. That's it. So now A has 1, 2. I don't know if you can see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has 1, 2, and 3. 3 sharps. So if we go to E, E has 4 sharps. Let's find out the key of E. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which is F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, and D sharp. Those are the 4 sharps. So if you go to B, you find out B has 5 sharps, which is 1, 2. So what are we saying? See, sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Those are the 5 sharps, and so forth, so on and so forth. So now quickly to the secular fourth, the same thing applies. 4 steps away, I taught you 4 steps away from the scale degree, which is C. Sorry, from the key, which is C. I keep saying scale degree. From C. So 4 steps away, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's F. 4 steps away from F, that's B flat. 4 steps away from B flat, that's E flat. 4 steps away from E flat, that's A flat, and so on and so forth. You need to try and memorize this so at least you know this. So it's like under the tips of your fingers. Now, I stated earlier that this particular course, so this particular lesson would be beneficial to chord progressions, which now applies to our singers in the room. So let's use the secular fifth, and with the, like I stated, I said the C, G, D, A, E, B, you see B flat, E flat, everything you see on there is a key, not just alphabets, but it is a key. So now taking C, which is right in the middle, let us assume that as a singer we're going to lift our chord progressions. Like I said, I'm going to cover this maybe in the next lesson by the grace of God. So now lifting our chord progressions from the key, from the secular fifth. So remember, the circle says go 5 steps away from the first key, which is C. So we're on C now. I'm on C right now. So I'm using this sound, this layering, just to create a little feeling. So on the key of C, from the key of C, it says go to G. I'm on G now. From G, it says go to D. From D, it says go to A. I'm on A, but I'm just adding some melody so it makes sense. I'm on E now. So I just created that feeling. So that is the secular fifth. I just played the secular fifth. Like, you don't know, you're on the keyboard, you don't know what to play, you don't know, like you're distressed, you're not thinking straight, you don't know what to play. You can just play around with the secular fifth and secular fourth, anything. So if I was on the key of G, for instance, so if I'm thinking from the key of G, what's the fifth of the key of G? That's D. Very simple. Go back to the scale. The circle. It still tells you the same thing there. From there, which is basically what you call saw, right? You see? So that's like the fifth. So this will guide you in your chord progression, even as singers. This will guide you in your songwriting, because most songwriters, they pick their progressions from the secular fifth and the secular fourth. So your understanding of the secular fifth and fourth helps you or guides your playing. Also helps you in understanding the scale degrees of all 12 keys, helps you reach your level of mastery and everything. So I believe this video has been actually helpful, and as well your guide or your manual, which you have in your hands, it would also serve as a guide. So if you do have questions, please ask your questions. Feel free to ask your questions, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I'll be posting the full videos of every tutorial, and also hit the like button. Thank you. Till I come your way next time, I remain Cozy Cuts. Thank you.